Cats. They were more than just pets in the Viking Age. The Vikings, known for their seafaring adventures and fierce warriors, also had a soft spot for cats. These animals weren't just travel companions, they also played important roles in the Vikings' daily lives. These furry friends weren't just pets in Viking society, they held a special place of value, even serving as a form of currency. Cats were seen as symbols of good luck and prosperity, and their presence in Viking homes was common. Imagine trading a prized cat for goods or services. That was a reality in the Viking Age. Viking markets often saw these felines as part of business deals, highlighting their economic importance. Cats were highly sought after for their many skills, especially their ability to control rodent populations. In a time when preserving food was crucial, cats played a vital role in protecting supplies. This made them invaluable to the Vikings, who relied on stored food and supplies for their long journeys and harsh winters. Plus, cats also provided companionship and comfort to the Vikings, both at home and on their expeditions, making them much more than just pets. To the Vikings, cats were protectors of food and resources. This was crucial for survival. The Vikings were known for their sailing skills and long voyages, which made resource management even more important. The ability to store and protect food determined the success of their expeditions and the survival of their communities. Harsh winters and long sea voyages meant that supplies had to be carefully stored and protected. Extreme weather and treacherous seas could endanger provisions, so having effective strategies to keep food safe and in good condition was essential. This is where cats came in. These animals were not only companions, but also vital protectors of resources. Their presence in Viking homes was a natural defense against pests. Their natural hunting instincts made them very effective at controlling rodents, which could decimate grain stores and spread disease. Cats were expert hunters, capable of keeping the mice and rats that threatened to destroy essential supplies at bay. A single cat could mean the difference between a plentiful winter and starvation. A cat's ability to protect food was so valuable that its presence could determine the well-being of an entire community during the hardest months. Therefore, having a cat was a sign of prosperity and responsibility within Viking communities. Cats were considered essential guardians, and their care reflected a family's dedication to protecting their resources and their future. The Vikings sailed with cats as the feline guardians of their ships. Viking longships, famous for their speed and agility, were also susceptible to rat and mice infestations. These pests could not only damage food supplies, but also weaken the ship's structure by gnawing on ropes and wood. Cats were essential members of the crew, keeping the ship free of rodents and ensuring the safety and success of the voyage. They were so valued that they were even mentioned in the Viking sagas and depicted in artwork, highlighting their importance in seafaring life. DNA evidence has been used to trace the journey of Viking cats, and modern science has provided fascinating insights into their lives. DNA studies have traced the lineage of cats back to the Viking Age, showing how these felines spread across Europe with their human companions. These studies have confirmed the presence of cats in Viking settlements and trading posts, supporting the historical accounts of their widespread presence and importance. The genetic evidence paints a vivid picture of how cats weren't just pets, but integral members of Viking society. The reverence for cats in Viking culture extended to their mythology. Vikings didn't just see cats as simple house pets, they also considered them to be magical and protective beings. Freyja, the Norse goddess of love, beauty and fertility, was often depicted with cats. These felines weren't just her companions, they were also her guardians and symbols of her power. It was said that she traveled in a chariot pulled by two large grey cats, a symbol of her power and independence. These cats, known as Beagle and Treagle, were as strong and majestic as Freyja herself. This association with a prominent goddess further solidified the cat's position as a creature of value and respect in Viking society. Cats were seen as protectors of the home and symbols of good fortune. It's clear that cats held both practical and symbolic meaning in their world. In addition to being rodent hunters, they were considered bringers of good luck and prosperity, essential to the Vikings' daily lives. Beyond pest control, cats held a cultural significance for the Vikings. While their pest control skills were invaluable, cats were more than just useful animals to the Vikings. They were companions, protectors, and even symbols of good luck. Their presence brought comfort and companionship to the harsh realities of Viking life. Their independent nature and hunting prowess may have resonated with the Vikings' own values of strength and self-reliance. The bond between Vikings and their cats reveals a softer side to these fierce warriors and seafarers. There's so much to uncover in feline history. The story of cats in the Viking Age is just one chapter in the long and fascinating history of the relationship between humans and felines. To delve deeper into the world of these extraordinary creatures, subscribe to Feline Facts Academy. Discover more about their origins, their impact on human civilization, and the captivating stories that have woven them into the fabric of our history. See you in the next video.